back to last night, what was the reaction in the clubhouse with everyone being able to share this moment with Shohei Ohtani and him achieving a 40 important season?
It was great. I don't know if they ultimately did a beer shower, which typically a lot of times when there's big events or moments, they do a beer shower. But I saw from the post game that he got showered with some water, which is a lot of fun. I just still, just elated that the moment was there, and he helped us win a big ball game. It's going to be embedded in the storybooks forever, his night in a Dodger uniform, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more special moments coming.
You guys have talked a lot about how right now is a very important time for the season. You know what the division standings look like. And you have moments, whether it's like last night or even a few days ago, and even though I know Jason's not with the team anymore, but a moment like for his home run. What does that spark for this group as they do get closer to September and October?
It's what I think is it sparks that kind of acute sense of where we're at in the season, where we're at in the standings, and appreciating that, embracing it. And I think that, even Miggy Rowe's bunt yesterday to get a guy over, getting a guy in, and you just see the at-bats 1 through 9 are much more competitive. You see the emotion from Bobby Miller last night, the relievers, and every game is really important, and it's good to see that these guys answer the call.
I know we've been part of a lot of different moments as the manager of the Dodgers, but where does that rank? I think back to like Pujols' 700 as a Cardinal. Where does last night rank for you?
It's up there. I think that Charlie Culberson's homer here, Vinny's last home game was something pretty special to win the division. Albert's big homer for 700 to be a part of that. Last night is right there, is up there with all those.
I know we made a lot early in the season about Shohei with regards to score position. The fact that he's able to do that in that fashion, the Grand Slam, what does that sort of say about his focus in those spots, especially with everything else that's sort of coming with hitting home runs?
I think that he knows, we all know, he knows what he's capable of with runners in score position. I would be willing to bet that it's only going to get better, and last night was case in point. But I think for me, he's just so talented. Just continue to do what he's been doing, take good at bats, and let the talent play. But I do think that, having some struggles with runners in scoring position, I think that last night is something for him to certainly build off of.
Do you think he gets 50-50?
I do. I do. There's a lot of baseball left. I think if anyone can do it, Shohei can. But I think the hard part is understanding that it's attainable, but not trying to make that the sole goal. And I think that he's very aware of just taking good at bats and trying to help us win. And if that happens, great.
Dave, is it your hope or intent to eventually have Max in the 5th spot?
I would love to be burdened with the question of there's no wrong answer, whether it's Gavin or Max. I still do believe that our best version is if Will Smith earns the right to hit 4th. And Teo's been fantastic. There's just more strikeout in there than with Will. But I think with those two guys, I love the contact. I love Gavin situationally. I do think that having the game come to him a little bit slower hasn't been bad for Max. But like I said, the best players are going to play. The best players are going to hit in their rightful spots by way of earning it. And honestly, Mike, the players make the lineup. So, as it's mentioned many times that it's the manager, the players make the lineup. So if you perform, you're going to be higher up or play, and if you don't, then you're going to be lower and don't play. Simple as that.
Have you mentioned Gavin getting a start yesterday against a lefty and Tyler Alexander? What did you make of his at-bats left on left, and what progression do you want to continue seeing there?
Good at bats. Hit a hard grounder, double play ball, earned a walk. So he did exactly what I had hoped and expected. And I think for me, it's kind of layering in on Gavin's playing, potential day of rest, what lefty it is. If it's a neutral guy, I'm going to be more inclined to run him out there, but we'll see. But solid day.
Do you feel like Will Smith is starting to show more signs of life? There's been times in the last couple of weeks where he's looked sluggish. Do you feel like the season has worn him down and the hitting struggles have worn him down mentally?
No, I don't. I think Will is one of the strongest mentally guys we have. I think with the catching position or anyone that struggles, the first question is it fatigue? But he's getting on base. I think he's taking better swings. And so I think he's kind of trending to come out of it. I don't think he's there yet, but I see some good signs.
Dave, you know, point about foot speed and stealing bases, but to see Shohei and now that you're around him every day, marrying that foot speed with the body size, how incredible is that to watch?
Yeah, it's incredible. It's hard to see a guy that physical with that type of foot speed. And I said it last night, I just think now he's looking like a base stealer. The jumps are way better. The situations he runs makes much more sense to the scoreboard. And he's become a really plus base stealer and not just a fast baseball player.
He credited coaches last night. You've seen a lot of work that they've been doing.
Clayton and he have formed a really nice relationship. And whether it's talking about mechanics, it's talking about pitcher tendencies, and it's good to see because they've been working hand in hand together.
Is he quietly one of the best sliders in the game?
Yeah, I think Trey Turner is up there, and then at the top, and then everyone else is behind him. But Shohei's smart. I mean, he slides, he uses his legs, which keeps him healthy. Him boring in on you at second base. The infielders don't really want to stick their nose in there, so he does it very efficiently. He doesn't lose speed. Very good slide, yeah.
Has Glasnow started playing catch yet?
He played catch today, got out to 60 feet. I didn't see it, but from what I heard, it was just a light catch. It's going to be it's going to be a slow process for me. Anyone could debate it, but from all that I've heard, it's a 60 feet, it's 90, it's 120, it's getting out beyond, it's then getting on the mound. So I think it's going to be a slower process than I think we all anticipated initially.
Is he still be back before the end of the regular season?
Yeah, that's the hope, yeah.
Did you know did you get any information if he felt anything in the elbow just playing catch from 60 feet?
I don't think he felt anything, no.
They were debating this the other day on MLB Network. If you have Glasnow or Yamamoto healthy, do you feel like you're in a good spot going into the postseason? If worst case scenario, you only have one of them healthy?
That's not worst case scenario. But if that were the worst case scenario, that would be, something for us to deal with. Our hope is to have them both healthy, and our training staff, those guys themselves are doing everything they can, and so I think for me, I just try not to get too far ahead of what potentially could or couldn't happen until we finally know, the ultimate roster.
Will Yamamoto have enough minor league season to make at least 2 starts down there?
Down there, yes. Yeah, he will.
With this matchup today for Clayton Kershaw, what are you hoping? What did you see from his last outing, and how are you hoping for him to carry that over into this one?
Last outing in St. Louis, I thought his everything was good. Fastball was good, commanded to all zones. There was life to his fastball. The slider was good. The curveball really played, and so I thought he had all of his weapons. And with that, weren't a lot of strikeouts, but there was a lot of soft contact, a lot of efficient innings. So yeah, that's kind of, and hopefully that continues.